Hi everyone and welcome back to Let's Play The Sims 4 with the Baker family, and we're back with the main Baker household, although Henry joined in since today it is summer vacation day and this is the day that Charles has been waiting for. I want to say all year, but honestly his entire life, because this is the day that he's finally going to take both his sons on a camping trip in Granite Falls. And even though it doesn't really seem that exciting, this is something that Charles loves because he loves the outdoors. He's really happy to be outside right now, just sunbathing with his wife next to him. Charles has been waiting for both his sons to be ready, and right now it's 1 p.m. and Thomas took the day off for today because he was supposed to go to work. And I want for everyone to go, or actually for everyone, for Charles, Henry, and Thomas to go in Granite Falls until Wednesday, so come back home on Wednesday. So this way on Thursday we can go to work with Thomas, and then on Friday I'm thinking celebrating Madison's birthday, and I really like her hot weather outfit right now. Look at her, she's so cute. She seems really happy. But yeah, so this is going to be a full week. We'll have a lot of things to do, and something that I did also is changed, or actually add a couple more outfits that look a bit more like outfits that you would wear when you go outside in the nature, go hiking and all of that for Charles, Thomas, and Henry, because they're going to go into the nature. I also bought tents and all of the utensils that we need for camping, and also a couple lights for the night. And yeah, I'm actually really excited. So let's just go ahead and do that. And I'm just going to leave Yvette and Madison behind. Let's go ahead and take a vacation, and also we're going to leave the pets as well. Also, Noodle was sick this morning and I just had Yvette take her to the vet, but you know, now she's fine, which is also why we're starting a little bit later than I thought we would, just because Noodle was sick. But yeah, Charles is going to go on vacation with Thomas and Henry, and we're going to go to this cheap camping ground area. You know, I think it's only worth 111 simoleons. And Thomas was just saying goodbye to Madison. I'm sure he's going to miss her. But yeah, we're going to go to Granite Falls, and this is the camping ground that I'm talking about. It's called Campground, and I think we're going to go for a couple of days. I'm just going to count 2 days because I don't want to pay more days than the amount of days we're going to spend here, if that makes any sense. So if 2 days is actually not enough, we can maybe extend for 1 more day, but I think 2 days is going to be enough, and this way it's going to get us to Wednesday. The boys just arrived to the campground and everything is loading. I don't know why, but this save is very laggy and I really don't know why this is happening. But let's go ahead and first of all place the tents. So actually I went for the time to pass. So I have 2 tents here, and I was imagining that Charles was actually bought those tents maybe years ago but never used them, so they're as good as new. So let's go and put this one, yeah, right there would be nice, and the other one just next to this red one. Maybe not just right there. Here it's fine, I think. And we also have a couple of lamps. I would like for one of them to be in the middle here, so this way when it's dark it's going to be still quite lit up. And apparently Henry is hungry and is preparing something on the barbecue. And I also, as I said, took a few utensils here. I'm going to put the cooler just maybe next to the tent. This way if they're hungry in the middle of the night they don't really have to go very far. This lamp is going to go on the table right there. We do have a couple also utensils there that I think I'm just going to place next to the tents. I know these technically they're not very useful, but I don't know, it adds a bit more realism when it comes to, you know, people living on a campground. I think I can maybe put that next to the cooler. I would love to be able to turn on, you know, use the Alt button. Yeah, I'm just going to put that there, that's fine. And that other one is just going to go there. There you go. It's not very exceptional, and we do have a guitar as well. It's not exceptional, but that'll do, that's fine. And everyone is hungry. Thankfully, Henry made some food. Did you eat anything? He decided to go ahead and eat as far away as he could. Let's just go ahead and sit and have everyone spend time together. So also, if you don't remember, summer vacation is basically not technically a holiday. It's more so to represent that people are kind of getting annoyed that they have to go to work in the middle of summer. But basically, oh, great. For summer vacation, you have to go on vacation or travel somewhere, or you exercise and you just complain a lot because you cannot travel, so you have the choice of either one of them. And Henry, Thomas, and Charles have been very lucky this year and have been able to go on vacation. So there you go. And something else that I wanted to do as well was to change Charles's aspiration. So let's click on that star here. I always mix up the gift and the star. But yeah, he's going to go ahead and start working on the outdoor enthusiast aspiration. I'm not going to try and complete this aspiration. I already had a outdoor retreat let's play, which I wouldn't suggest you watch because it was one of my very first LPs here on the channel and my English wasn't as good as it is today, and I was definitely not as comfortable as I am right now in front of my microphone, even though I still think that I'm not that comfortable. But yeah, it's a very old let's play, but during that let's play I completed the outdoor enthusiast aspiration, and it is actually quite a difficult aspiration to accomplish. So Charles is just going to work on this aspiration for now, and I would love eventually for him and Madison to travel to the nature together. And one of the things that I would like to accomplish with Madison would be to reach the level 10 of the herbalism skills, since you need to prepare all of those types of potions, and not really potions, you know, but how are they called? Herbalism recipe? Remedy. Brew a herbal remedy. And these are, as I said, kind of potions and stuff that Sims can work on. And since Madison is going to be a scientist, I think she would be quite interested in that as well. So this is one of the goals that I would have for this series, and especially when it comes to Madison. They fart everywhere. Wow. I think it's because they just ate franks and beans. But I love to see them all hanging out here together playing some horseshoes. Although one of the first things that Charles should be thinking about doing would be to explore a little bit around the place. And I love the fact that Henry is actually wearing his correct outfit for the outdoors. Let's see if Charles is actually pretty good at playing horseshoes. I don't think he will be though, because my Sims never are. Also, I would love for Thomas to change his outfit for the new one that I have made for him. And for Charles, I actually didn't change. I gave him one everyday outfit that looks like one that came with Outdoor Retreat. But for his hot weather outfit, I just kept this one because I think it just goes really well for him. Thomas, let's just go ahead and throw that away. And you know what? Let's drink an energy juice and you can go ahead and exercise. I don't think Thomas would be feeling very comfortable in the nature like that, although he's not a squeamish Sim, so he's not that mad to be here, but he would rather be at home with his daughter and working on all of the work that he has to work on for his career. And yet he's here, but he's here to just please his father, you know, to make him happy. But yeah, he's going to work out a little bit, and as you probably saw when we were just next to the horseshoes game, Thomas was complaining a little bit to his brother, so yeah, maybe he's just a little bit annoyed that he has to be here. As for Henry though, I think he's a little bit happy, although he's been a little bit worried recently that things between him and Lee were a little bit strange, because he of course realized that Lee was behaving a little bit differently than he usually was, and that Lee has been on his mind and thinking a lot recently, and Henry doesn't really know what Lee is thinking about, so just getting away from everything is for Henry a good thing, he thinks. And that's probably going to help his relationship with Lee, you know, just to take some distance and be a little bit away from each other, which is definitely not a bad thing, actually. So Henry is enjoying being with his father here, and Henry is definitely a family guy, so he really enjoys spending time with his family, and being with his father is something that Henry has been missing quite a bit since he moved in with Lee. And now that his father is retired, he's really happy to be spending some time with his dad, basically. Something that I would love for all of the boys to do probably within an hour or so is go fishing together, and I do know that we have a couple of fishing spots. Oh no, you're burning to death. No, that's because he's working out. Well, he'll be changing his outfit soon. But yeah, I think there are a couple places to fish at. We have this one, although my favorite one is way over there. I really like that one. Oh, he's far too uncomfortable to do that. Well, let's just cool down for a little bit. Let's go fishing, and let's have Henry go fishing as well, and Thomas can go fishing too. This way all of the boys will be spending time together, although he needs to use the bathrooms, and we do not have any bathrooms here on this lot, but we do have the showers right there, so let's go ahead and use the bathrooms. Do you need anything else? No, you're okay. So let's go back to the fishing place, and we'll travel eventually to the national park to visit over there and to explore, but I really want for everyone to fish, and especially for Charles to fish, since this is something that he needs for his aspiration. He needs to catch 5 fish in Granite Falls, and then I will probably have him go hiking tomorrow morning to explore a little bit more the place and discover some of the plants. Something that I would love though is for the Sims to hike together. Oh, actually, before you go fishing, collect insects. Oh, he needs to pee, I just realized. Well then, let's go to the bathrooms. Aren't you gonna go fishing, Thomas? Henry, what are you doing? Why is everyone... Nobody's obeying me. You're Sims. You're supposed to do what as I say. Come on. Let's go here and let's go fishing. Yep. Forget everything else you were doing. Let's just go fishing. Charles, you go use the bathrooms first and then you go fishing. But yeah, I think I'm going to have him go hiking tomorrow morning to try and find some wild plants that you can only find in Granite Falls. And tomorrow during the evening, I think we'll go to the national park. And I would love to have all of the boys just hang out at the campfire and tell stories, probably just tonight. I'm sure this is something that Charles is very excited about. Also, I wanted to check the weather. Oh, we have heat waves every single day here. That's cool. Oh, let's go and collect the ladybugs. And what is this actually? This is a wild plant. You know what? Let's go and harvest the... We do know what this is. Harvest 5 elderberries. It's just written above it. It's just Charles that has no idea what it is, but apparently we do. I actually never realized that it said the name of the plant when you hover over the unidentified plant to harvest, if that makes any sense. There may be another plant around here that I can harvest. I don't see any. Thomas, what are you doing? You're supposed to be gone fishing. Burnt arm, what did you do with the campfire? Go fishing. He wants to spend time with his dad, but please just go fishing with your father. Come on, go fishing. Thomas really doesn't want to go fishing. I don't know why. I mean, your brother is there. You're going to spend time with your dad. But I love coming here in Granite Falls, especially in the summer in The Sims, because it's very peaceful and it's, I think, a little bit of a realistic touch because a lot of people go on vacation camping. I don't know, to me it's very realistic to go camping during the summer. And Thomas just acquired the fishing skill, and Charles, of course, already knows the fishing skill. I definitely want to take a picture of all of them fishing together because that's definitely really cute. Although it's getting a little dark. Thomas getting attacked by bugs. Looks like the fish in this area are too crafty for Henry. Try fishing elsewhere until he has more skill or try using more valuable bait. I don't think you have any bait, but he was apparently tired of fishing, so he's just watching the clouds and watching the sky. Do we see anything actually? Also, I installed a mod in my game that was made by Lumia Sims called No Glow and No Blue. So that makes the game a little bit darker during the night, and I'm a little bit worried that here in Granite Falls it's going to be very dark, but I think the light looks a little bit better. Oh, look at Henry, he joined back his father and brother fishing. Cool. Oh, Charles, you need to catch fish though. Come on, go fishing. It's 8 p.m. though, so we'll have to think about maybe going to a campground or a campfire and hang out together. Maybe Charles could go fishing as well after he went hiking tomorrow morning. Well then, these boys are definitely not the best when it comes to fishing. Where is that? Oh, I thought we could actually access this. This is when I think the open neighborhood should have been a thing in The Sims 4 because you can see all of those things here on the lot and yet you cannot access it. Oh, I understand why they made the world. Oh, collect insects. This is really pretty. But yeah, I understand why they made the world not open, but for the neighborhood they could have made them open neighborhoods at least. But let's go ahead and light up this fire pit. Is there any other insects around? Oh, we have the rainbow firefly. This is supposed to be a rare insect to find, and yet I find it every time I come in Granite Falls. Yeah, they're not very good at fishing. Rainbow firefly. Okay, Thomas, I want for you to come here and can you hang out? Let's go and play with the fire. He went fishing again with his dad. Yay! Charles just caught a perch, okay. Is that supposed to be one of the only fish that you can get in Granite Falls? I'm not sure, because I know that you do have some fish that you can only catch here in Granite Falls. Oh, there are actually quite a few fish that have been added with a lot of different packs. I did not even realize. I need to play with the fishing skill way more in The Sims 4 as well. So we have these fish here. Oh, are these lobsters? This one looks very pretty. I should play with the fishing skill more because I think it could be quite fun to try and get all of the different types of fish in The Sims 4. Although Charles, even though I'm really happy that you finally caught something, you need to go with your sons and hang out at that fireplace. Where is Henry? Oh, cool, he got another one. There you go, this is where it is. Let's go and play. And then I would like for you, Charles, to eventually tell a story to your sons at the campfire. My game actually seems to be less laggy here now that we are in Granite Falls, which I'm quite surprised about because I would have thought that this place would have been very laggy since there are so many trees and I don't know, it's a little bit more open than the other neighborhoods we've been at so far. Look how inspired he is. That's so cool. Can we tell a group story? Yes, let's go and tell an adventure story about a cursed ship. A ghost story about a sobbing woman. No, let's go for the cursed ship to Henry and Thomas. And even though his sons are technically adults, as I said at the very beginning of the series, they're always going to be his babies and he just wants for them to be aware that Charles just doesn't want for his sons to make the same mistakes as he did, and he wants to use this vacation here in Granite Falls and the closeness of camping together to teach them valuable lessons that he has learned all throughout his life. This way, you know, they're not going to make the same mistakes as he did. Basically, he just wants to teach them that family time is important, that a career is definitely important, but it's not supposed to be the only thing that you work towards to, because eventually your career will end, but your family will always be around you, and he just wants for his sons to be comfortable with their family and to be close to each other basically and not forget about their family over their career. Okay, let's go and listen to the story, Thomas. Henry seemed annoyed by something. Oh, I never realized that it did this effect on The Sims. That's so cool. But it's actually getting late right now. Are they hungry? You know what? Let's go ahead, add a log, and you can roast some marshmallows. Charles, you can do the same. Let's go and roast some... you know what? Let's do a roasted fish because you fish, so you did some fish. Come on, you can come here. And Henry, you need to go ahead and use the bathrooms, and he's probably going to be the first one heading to bed, so let's go and use the bathrooms, and let's go ahead, just sleep in the tent. Let's go sleep. Thomas, you're eating your marshmallows. Charles, can you go here and sit and maybe have a good chat with your son? Let's compliment his outfit because he definitely looks fine. And you're gonna go ahead and roast a fish. Also, when I was making over... I don't know why the fire pit is always so glitchy in my game. Come on, eat something. Why Thomas can do it and you can't? There you go. So apparently you can roast marshmallows, but you cannot roast fish, which definitely doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But anyway, yeah, as I was making Thomas over and giving him a couple outfits for camping, I realized that he became very, very strong. So his workout has been working out on him. But now that both Henry and Thomas are technically alone, even though we have this annoying bear here, Charles would like to know how things are going with Thomas and how his relationship with that cute little Zoe is going. And I actually didn't check if Thomas and Zoe were in fact dating. And yes, look at that, she's his girlfriend. So they're lovebirds, a connection of curious hearts. This is shaping up to be a beautiful romance, and they are dating. Cool, so maybe we could go on a date Thursday evening together with Zoe. But yeah, Thomas is going to tell his dad, well, it's going pretty well. We've been on a couple of dates. Oh, he's very inspired from the story Treasure Tale. From hearing an adventure story, listened to an epic tale of adventure. Cool. Yeah, he's telling his dad things are going really well with Zoe. I'm really happy to have met her now. I'm really curious to see how this is gonna go. But I think Thomas really likes Zoe. Give medical advice. Maybe his dad is feeling a little bit sick. Maybe he feels something in his throat and Thomas can give him some good advice. I don't know, how do you feel, Thomas? He's still a little bit hungry, but they can eat something tomorrow. But yeah, I'm just going to have everyone just head to bed. Let's have Thomas go here because he's really tired. Let's stop chatting to Dad and let's have Dad go to sleep as well. But yeah, I'm really excited for them to finally be here in Granite Falls. So tomorrow morning we're going to go... Oh, there's still some fireflies there. Are there any more bugs that maybe we can catch? Although Charles is very tired, so I don't think he's going to catch anything, but oh, they're tempting me. They really didn't eat enough. But yeah, tomorrow morning, Charles is going to go on a hike maybe to just try and find some unidentified plants. And he's also going to go fishing again. Although I'm really worried that the campfires are not going to be working properly just because they... Oh, you know what? Stop that. These are moths, I think. I'm not sure. No, they're just butterflies. I thought I saw moths somewhere. Jezebel butterflies. Because moths are actually very useful when it comes to making herbal remedies. But yeah, Charles is just right now using all of the knowledge that he got from books and guides that he found and trying to make use of them to create some herbal remedies. And so he's catching as many insects as he can and trying to find as many plants as he can to make all of those remedies that he read about in books. He's definitely really happy. Look at him. He's so happy to be here. Although now he's very tired. But yeah, basically right now everyone is going to sleep, so what I'm gonna do is resume tomorrow morning. Henry is the first awake and he's right now preparing some grilled fruit. As for Charles, he actually had to run to the toilets in the middle of the night, or actually he's still in the toilet right now because this was an emergency. I don't really know if the marshmallows just didn't go well in his stomach, but yeah, he had to run to the bathrooms and now he's really hungry. I'm actually probably just going to have him take a quick nap, but not right now, probably just in the middle of the day. He's just going to take a quick nap because, you know, he's an old person and he needs some time to take little naps. And what I'm going to have him do as well is take a shower as soon as he's done eating something so that he can go on a hike after in the best mood possible. And Thomas also needed to use the bathrooms. So let's go ahead and grab a serving as soon as you're done using the toilets. Henry, how do you feel? Henry is in an amazing mood and it's quite hot right now, although it's not very hot, so it's not a heat wave per se, so maybe he can go on a quick jog. And it's GeekCon today, although I am thinking that we are quite far away from San Myshuno right now. And hopefully Thomas will have the time to go jogging a little bit more. Also, when it comes to his aspiration, I forgot to show you that when we were at the house yesterday, but I did buy a punching bag and a yoga mat. This way, he does own 2 pieces of workout equipment. Now, all he needs to do to move on to the next milestone of his aspiration is to push the limits for an hour while being energized. So that means that he needs to already have worked out enough and push the limits while being energized, basically. So I don't think we're going to do that right now. I'm going to wait for this for when we'll be back home because I don't want for him to burn to death. So we'll see that later, but finish eating whatever you're eating right now to then go jogging. Charles, you are in the shower. Where is Henry? Oh, there was a chipmunk. I think this is how it's called. Just running by. Actually, you know what? Let's go into the first person mode because this is such a cool thing to see. I love Granite Falls. I really, really like it. I think there's a mod to make it livable, but I actually like it being a vacation place. Although I wish we could be able to just set up the, you know, the different lots to be either rentals or residentials. Because technically here, the different lots that you have here that your Sims can live on are rentals. So I wish that we could actually have just this lot type being added in the game and be able to live in either Granite Falls or Salvadorada, rather than just having those as vacation worlds. But I guess there's a game mechanic behind that. But this is such a beautiful world. Okay, Charles, I want for you to go hiking. And I think this is the way to go to the national park, so we'll definitely go there later today. Oh, we need to pay the bills. Thomas, can you take care of it? Alright, so I just want to focus a bit more on Charles right now so that we can see maybe if we can find some unidentified plants to collect to work on his aspiration. Oh, what is this? Wild plant. Elderberries. I don't know why we know them, even though we're technically not supposed to know what they are. What is this? Wild plant. Harvest this one as well. I think we can find chamomile around here. But it's definitely at the national park that we can find, how are they called? Wild plants and unidentified plants. Oh, hey Thomas, you're going to burn to death again because you went on a jog very late. Are you still running? Oh no, he's cloud gazing. Where are you cloud gazing at? Must be so hot though with a heat wave and a fire going on. Okay, Charles, are you finding any other plants? Oh, some bugs. Okay, stop hiking. I want for you to collect the bugs. Oh, you're going to go ahead and harvest the plants first. And it'll be time soon for you to go and take your nap. And I think the chamomiles are over here. As you can see, I actually come here quite often in my game. As I said, I really like Granite Falls. A lot of people say that they forget about, oh yes, that's right, we go home tomorrow. Oh, Yeah, a lot of people say that they forget about Granite Falls and Outdoor Retreat. I actually don't forget about this game pack. I love coming here. I don't necessarily come here often when I'm playing on YouTube, but when I'm playing on my own, I come here quite a bit because I just love this place. And with seasons, the world is just so much better because, as you can see, it's a heat wave right now, but you can definitely see the warmth of this place. And even though it's the forest and everything, it still seems pretty cool, but you can definitely see the heat wave going on. And when it's raining, you can feel the frustration, just like when you're camping in real life and it's raining and you're stuck in your tent and you cannot do anything else than just, I don't know, try to keep busy in the tent, like reading, drawing, reading books again. I don't know. You need to find things to do in the tent and it's just very annoying. Let's gonna harvest this one too. How many did you harvest so far? 3, so you will have our harvested 6 by the time we're done harvesting everything. And you need to catch 3 more fish, although it's time for you to maybe go ahead and take a quick nap. So let's go ahead and nap. Thomas is napping as well in his father's tent. He was maybe a little bit tired. Henry, how are you? You're fatigued. Well, you know what? It's nap time, so let's go ahead. Actually, he's not really that tired. You're really not in a good mood. What can you do though? I wish though that we could go and swim in that lake. That sucks. He cannot go. Can you wade? You cannot wade in the water. Can you maybe go in this area and go into the water? You can just go fishing. You cannot even put your feet in the water. Although I would have imagined that it was the perfect place to do that. Because look at that water. It seems so calm and so peaceful and so sweet. I would love to put my feet in those. Well, you know what, Thomas? Not Thomas, Henry. Oh, you're far too uncomfortable. Well, you know what? Come here. Your fatigued moodlet is going to go away in 1 minute. Okay, maybe you're not going to be far too uncomfortable to maybe go fishing. Okay, can we go fishing now? Yes, we can. Let's go fishing. Charles, you're very tired. But you just need to harvest 1 more plant and then you can go ahead and take a quick nap. Alright, so Charles, I always mix up all of their names, just harvested his last plant in this area, although we still have some camomiles here, I think. Oh, he wants to woohoo in a tent? Well, you know what, we might be able to woohoo as soon as we come back home with Yvette. And put the tent in the garden. I think the tent can fit in that empty space there's left in the garden. So maybe we can put the tent there and maybe he can woohoo with Yvette there. But what I'm gonna do, guys, is actually end this part here. And as soon as, Charles wakes up from his nap, I'm going to have the boys go to the national park and I'm probably going to have them take their tent with them. So this way they can maybe sleep there and this way they don't have to travel back there tomorrow morning. Because I really want for Charles to at least try to accomplish the first milestone of his aspiration. As I said, this is an aspiration that's quite difficult actually to accomplish. You have quite a lot to work on to be able to accomplish this aspiration. So it's just going to be a focus whenever we will be here in Granite Falls. I'm going to have at least one of my sim have this aspiration, but yeah, it's going to be quite a busy aspiration to do. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I'm really happy to be here in Granite Falls and I hope that you guys like the fact that the family, or actually Charles and his sons, decided to go on a camping trip together. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye everyone!